Miyagi-Do has honor, tradition.
Netflix's Cobra Kai expands the Karate Kid universe with new characters, exciting plot lines, and a growing repertoire of martial arts techniques. From grueling choreography to full-on group training sessions, Collider goes behind the scenes to reveal how the Cobra Kai cast prepared for their roles.
Sensei, get that Miyagi-Do is about avoiding conflicts, but they're not gonna go hard during training.
It should come as no surprise that Cobra Kai is dense with martial arts choreography. From extended cafeteria battles to dojo face-offs, fight scenes are one of the main draws of the series. Season 6 alone delivers on 13,788 beats of choreography, a head-spinning number of moves and sequences for even the most experienced martial artists. Don L. Lee, second unit director, stunt coordinator, and fight coordinator for the show, reveals that Season 6 shows some of the most intricate and ambitious moves the cast and stunt team have ever tackled. He adds, "We've pushed the limits of what's possible within this universe, blending high-level sports karate with cinematic storytelling." Indeed, the series shows off a wide array of real martial arts styles, including techniques from Okinawan and Tang Soo Do, a Korean style of karate that is the signature style of the Cobra Kai dojo, as headed by Johnny Lawrence.
Nice shirt.
Thanks.
I'm joking, it sucks.
In order to get into peak physical condition, the cast trained together 5 days a week in a variety of styles. They trained in punches, kicks, jumps, and sequences. The actors also squeezed in extra sessions on the weekends and after hours wherever they could. Each group training session started with a warm-up that included stretches, light cardiovascular activity, and joint mobility work. From there, the cast trained as a team as they would in traditional dojo. Each training session involved drills designed to build real technique, discipline, and muscle memory, says stunt coordinator Ken Bearfield. Actors would then recall this muscle memory when performing fight sequences for cameras. But that's not all. Cast members were expected to face off with one another. During one high-stakes challenge, the actors competed to kick a paddle that hung 10 feet off the ground, a move very similar to a scene in Season 6. By the end of each session, they were drenched in sweat but had smiles on their faces, says Bearfield. The instructors also blasted music to keep the energy high during training and filming. Season 6, Episode 9, features a massive team fight, during which Lee asked the director, Sherwin Shilati, to play Separate Way by Journey. "Everyone fed off the music, and it elevated their performance to an entirely new level," exclaims Lee. "They absolutely crushed it, nailing the routine flawlessly." Afterward, William Zabka came up to me and said, "That was one of the best things I've ever seen."
This isn't over.
Scoreboard says otherwise.
Some actors arrived on set with little to no training. Mary Mouser, who plays Sam LaRusso, the daughter of Daniel LaRusso, is one of them. It took a while for the young actor to get comfortable throwing punches for the camera. As she tells Shape, "We were basically starting at ground zero for me. A lot of it was learning the foundations of how to throw a punch, how to make a fist, how to turn my hip over, where the power for a kick comes from." However, after 6 seasons, Mouser can proudly say that she is no longer a novice fighter. "Originally, throwing one kick was a challenge. Now that I have that foundation and that knowledge, it's just constantly kind of seeing what else I can teach my body how to do," she adds. Other actors came to the set already prepared. Jacob Bertrand, who plays Eli Hawk Moskowitz, has an MMA background including striking and grappling. It makes sense considering that Hawk goes on to become one of the most formidable competitors in the series. Thomas Ian Griffith, who plays the ruthless Terry Silver, has extensive training in Taekwondo, and 2 new characters, Brandon H. Lee, Kwon Jae Sung, and Raina Vallandigham, Zara Malik, also arrived with martial arts backgrounds. Then there's Ralph Macchio, who plays Daniel LaRusso, the first Karate Kid in 1984 hit Karate Kid, and the leader of the Miyagi-Do dojo in Cobra Kai. Macchio trained a bit in Okinawan karate for the early films. Okinawan is the defensive style that forms the basis of the fictionalized Miyagi-Do technique. It emphasizes balance, patience, and using an opponent's energy against them rather than offensive striking. As Lee specifies, it's Mr. Miyagi's philosophy of avoiding conflict unless necessary. Macchio only had a few weeks to train for the first Karate Kid, but got to learn a whole lot more for the filming of Karate Kid 2. "When we did this back in the day, we practiced it all day," he recalls. Macchio does not have a black belt, however. It begs the question, how is he so convincing as the Karate Kid and dojo master? As Macchio tells the Wrap, "I had a little bit of dance training as a kid, and these fight scenes are choreography, so I was decent at learning the choreography. And I had long, lanky limbs, so I had that sort of crane pose kind of look, so I used that to my advantage." But he stays humble, adding that, "As far as a technical fighter, I had a long way to go then, and I have a long way to go now." Impressively, Macchio continues to perform the majority of his own stunts at 60 years old. William Zabka, who plays Johnny Lawrence, the original opponent to the Karate Kid and the owner of the Cobra Kai dojo, also had no formal training when he first appeared in Karate Kid. But Zabka was bitten by the martial arts bug and went on to train in Tang Soo Do and kickboxing. The actor is now a second-degree black belt. His character, Johnny Lawrence, defines his style opposite to LaRusso. In his dojo, students are taught to strike first and to move offensively. The series takes the opportunity to blend these opposing philosophies in an important match between Sam LaRusso and Piper. Sam is on the verge of losing when she pivots away from the Miyagi-Do technique as taught by her father, and instead uses the more aggressive style she learned from Lawrence. She wins the match, and it's through Sam that we witness not only this merging of styles, but a unity between the once sworn enemies, LaRusso and Lawrence.
LaRusso! Yes! Winner!
The long hours of team training, the grueling days filled with sweat, high kicks, and face-offs ultimately built camaraderie amongst castmates. As Lee states, training with their screen partners or stunt doubles helped build trust and a mutual respect. This dynamic was crucial not only for safety but also for creating the on-screen chemistry and intensity that fans love. The collaborative dojo environment really shone through in every scene. He goes on to add, "It wasn't just about the training or stunts, it was about building a culture where everyone, from veterans to newcomers, felt like part of one dojo." Griffin Santopietro, who plays Anthony LaRusso, echoes the sentiment in an interview with Bleeding Cool. "Everyone says we're pretty lucky to have this group of people that I could see every person hanging out with someone else and it never being the slightest bit awkward. I can hang out with anybody and have a good time." That's what happened when you put in time together on the mat. As Cobra Kai is slated to wrap in Season 6, one thing is clear. The show has left an indelible mark on its cast members. Inspired by their experiences on set, several of the actors and crew members have gone on to train and test for their black belts in Okinawa, Shorin Ryu Shorinkan. They include Mary Mouser, Tanner Buchanan, and Ken Bearfield. It's a testament to their hard work and commitment to embodying their characters both on and off the screen, says Lee. Their dedication to continuing martial arts practice demonstrates not only their passion for the show, but also a genuine respect for the discipline and its traditions. As for Don Lee, he credits Karate Kid for inspiring him to start exploring martial arts in 1988. "Mr. Miyagi and Daniel LaRusso made me believe karate is for everyone," he says. Now, he's the fight coordinator behind all those Cobra Kai moves.
Win or lose, this is the last time that we'll ever fight together as a team.
The rigorous training of the cast of Cobra Kai paid off to deliver 6 seasons of high-intensity martial arts magic. What are some of your favorite moments from the series? Let us know in the comments.